Yeah, it's like it's like it's like as big as any other regional. Red Rare Candy. Yo, Grimmsnarl, 13-0. You think a ban such restricted would be healthy for the PTCG? It depends what they banned or restricted. They're not against banning or restricting. Well, restricting cards, I don't know about that. But they're not against banning cards in the Pokemon TCG. They just don't do it very often. I have no clue because I don't know what it would look like. I don't know what they would ban. Maybe rotation sounds better than banning a card to not take the blame on bad card creation. No, rotation is just makes it easier to keep a game healthy, for sure. Rotation is just a kind of a good thing for games, I think, in general. You're dealing with a way smaller card pool to have to, like, worry about and bounce around. It's just optimal. Are we gambling? Sure, why not? We got Joltik box, or is it Dango Joltik? For Sabeldonk, I meant. Oh, maybe rotation sounds better than banning a card to not take the blame on the card creation. Bad card creation. Well, it wasn't bad card creation, though. Wait, did you play back then, Arun? They changed the turn one. What made it broken is they changed the turn one rules. They changed the turn one rules going into the season, or in the middle of the season, or something came out. I think, did Seeker come out? I forget how it happened. They changed the turn one rules in like the middle of the season, and then that made the deck broken and unfun. And then, yeah. And they chose to mid-season rotation instead of just banning the card. It is Joltik Dango here. Into the Artisan first. More Gimme Ghouls on the way. They are playing a Penny. Interesting. I guess it's just to reset the energy on the hands, right? Instead of doing the Turo thing. Gonna play them, but watch streams from then. Yeah, I mean, it was like, yeah, they did the... They just changed the rules in the middle of the season. Yeah, being able to play Seeker plus Sableye attack always going first was a bit too much, I think. Yeah, it had to do with Seeker. But I forget if it was like when Seeker came out. But I think Seeker was already out. But I think they changed in the middle, right? The first turn rules, they changed in the middle of the season. Yeah. Was that first ticket also in the format? No. Sableye just lets you just go first. Seeker was already out. Okay, that's what I thought. Is that a trolley? Dude. All right, turn one trolley. No Arvin. Same. Kind of cooking off the rip here. This seems like a bad matchup for Grimmsnarl, probably. Do they play the Galvantula as well? I don't see the Galvantula. I guess if you have turn 2 Candy Grimmsnarl here, you might be in an okay spot. Yeah, you might be in an okay spot if you have the Candy Grimmsnarl on this next turn. Especially if they play Iron Bundle. If you're offered the role of commentator in any TPCI region, which would you pick? America. Or America's US/Canada, whatever. Are we supposed to use inner sleeves when using Dragon Shields or Katanas? No. In fact, you shouldn't. Golden Ghost Search. Wait, what is that? Oh, they're playing the Tackle Gimme Goal. Wait, why would you ever play the Tackle Gimme Goal? What is the Tackle Gimme Goal for? When do you just want to do 10 damage? Guardy, I guess, maybe? Or is it Tackle? Whatever it has. It does for a single colorless energy, it does 10 damage. Pop Pika EX Mirror. Ooh, it does break through the Pika. Okay, true. Punch the Pika. Sure. All right, they're going to Arvin for Pokegear and an Air Balloon. And then they're going to go back into the deck with the Joltik here, load up the Iron Hands. And yeah, the Pokegear could lead them to the boss on the next turn. Oh, are they not going back in? Oh, they might play the Pokegear first to play around Badoo, actually. They might be playing the Pokegear here. We'll see. Because there might be afraid of Badoo. Well, you could just if you get Badoo, you could just Iron Hands the Badoo though, right? Should you really be playing the Pokegear here? All right, they did find the boss. Founded from 2011, set legality according to tournament rules from early 2011, reflecting the 2010 era. A new set became legal for play at official tournaments on its retail release date. Yeah, maybe you were right. Or it sounds like you were right. Excuse me. All right, Iron Hand's getting loaded up. Yeah, I just don't remember that at all. But I guess it did change. It did also change a long time ago as well. It did change a long time ago as well, though. Did it change in like 14 then? Where they made it the 2-week rule or the 3-week rule into the 2-week rule? Plasma Blast released 2013. It's a long time ago. All right, Iron Hands is loaded up. Starting off with an Artisan on the other side here, it looks like. Yeah, this is going to be... this feels like it's going to be tough. Ooh, going for the Maractus off the rip. Can trap the Joltik for a turn, maybe. I didn't see a Galvantula in there. Maybe it was in the hand, though. Now, they do probably play Prime Catcher. As well as... We saw the Penny in there. They might also play Turo. Maractus is coming in aggressive here. Hopefully buy some time, because they need some time. They need to find some time here for sure. That hands is scary. He used Trolley? Oh, true, he used Trolley. He doesn't play Prime Catcher. We know that. Oh, that's huge, actually. No Prime. It might be tough to get this Joltik out of here if they don't play Galvantula. Ooh, Frostlass and Buddy Poffin in the hand. And another Monkey Dory. This is a really good draw. Buddy Poffin for... You could go double Snow Run. You could go Impin Snow Run as well, though. I kind of like double Snow Run here. We'll see. They have Penny. They don't have it in hand, though. It's in deck, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess sets were... Maybe the reason... Maybe what I'm thinking about Shiny Pants is, like, I would go to pre-releases. So, like, the pre-releases still happen weeks beforehand, right? So I guess I would go to the pre-releases, but then it would feel like the cards wouldn't be legal for 2 weeks, right? Because pre-releases were still... You're getting the cards before the set released. Like, does go for the double Snow Run. Maybe that's, like, why I feel that way, or feel like that. I'm like, no, we definitely had the cards a while before we could actually legally play with them. But that's what pre-releases were. Okay, there's a Maractus to trap the Joltik for a turn. Well, that's what we're hoping. That must be what I'm thinking for sure, Shiny Pants. That must be what I'm thinking. Golden Go top deck is literally the worst top deck you could possibly get there. Because you were going to get that off Genesect anyways. There wasn't a major event every weekend either, so... True. There were just periods where major events happened, so maybe the set releases were also timed better around those as well. It's trolley mats. It's trolley mats. I also found where they announced the rule change from Furious Fists. Although, I will say I do think it is a good rule change. I do think it is a good thing. All right, Golden Go for 1. To the Pokegear. That could become the penny. And we got a couple other Golden Ghosts to use here. You were lucky if there's a major every month sometimes. Majors didn't even happen that often back then. You get to buy the cards at the pre-release, or are you supposed to have them before? At the pre-release, they give you like packs of the new set. They give you like a starter kit. They're already putting the air balloon down. Wait, what? Oh, they want to avoid the Frostlass that bad? Okay, interesting. I guess that probably makes sense, right? Did they even try and find Penny off Pokegear there to hands knockout, though? Interesting. They're playing this like super slow. So they didn't evolve the Gimme Ghouls because they want to play around TM Devo. But they could have got Penny off the Pokegear there. And then Iron Hands knocked out, right? Is that not worth playing for there? Then the Morgrim would clap back. I guess you just want the Maractus to KO you and then you boss around them and kill something else, right? Yeah, maybe you're just chilling, I guess. I guess you just want the Maractus to KO your Joltik and then you boss KO Frostlass off the bench. And then your Iron Hands doesn't go down to Grimmsnarl on the following turn. Yeah, I guess the Grimmsnarl player can't pressure you that much anyways. Oh, but now they have the boss on the Genesect. But now you're glad you have Penny. Well, no, because you would have KO'd the Maractus. It would have been hard to use Maractus again here. So you kind of gave them this opportunity to Maractus you here, to be honest. See, now it feels like we're forced into that play anyways. So if we had just done it last turn, we maybe would have been in a better spot. Yeah, they don't want to take the Maractus KO damage. Oh, you're still winning the prize trade even if you take it, right? They have the Frostlass set up. I mean, now you got to do something. Frostlass is pigging the damage into play. I guess they didn't like the idea of how many options their opponent could possibly have on the next turn. We definitely Golden Go before we play the Pokegear for sure. Okay. Why Maractus in a corner there? It did. It just doesn't do damage because Genesect is resistant to grass. And they're pretty hell-bent on not evolving these other Golden Goes here as well to avoid the Frostlass damage, which I don't want to say is incorrect, but we also need to, like... We need to play the game. Okay, there's a Petrel. I can go find us the Penny. We know they at least play Penny. They could also possibly play Turo. Maybe they even play a Switch. We'll see. They are playing it. Let's see what they grab. Does grab the Penny. But it's going to be a turn slower now. Now, knowing that they played the Petrel, though, makes me think that they definitely should have played the Pokegear last turn to potentially Petrel for the Penny, it feels like. Oh, no, but I guess they were playing around the Joltik dying. But I actually don't know the Joltik's going to die. But they were playing around Joltik dying, that's right. Okay. Here's the pass. Shouldn't the Dango have 10? It does. You just can't see it. It's got 20 now, too. It's got the damage on it. I think Grim wins the prize trade into Ursaluna if you punch into Maractus. It only does if they're not getting 2 prize cards, but the Iron Hands would get 2 prize cards, so you don't win the prize trade. The punch into Maractus line works if a Golden Go punches a Maractus. Because then you can go Grim Urs. But in this situation, they would win first, because they'd go both Grims die. I hate not evolving to Dango. If he whiffs Penny off this, you draw only 1. Yeah. But I mean, he really wants to limit the out for the TM Devo play. But the longer you wait, the more likely they can just beat you without using TM Devo. So you can't wait for forever. Okay, the Grim is coming into play as well. Yeah, you can't wait for... Oh, also, this board state is a little bit weird for the Grim player because they only have 1 bench space to work with. Oh, no, but I think you'd be hoping the Maractus dies, of course, I guess. They loaded up 3. Oh, do they play the E-Switch? How many Megas were on stream? We've seen quite a few Megas, actually. Yeah, we've seen quite a few Megas so far. E-Switch to the Monkey Dory? Dude, things are looking actually, like, pretty good here for the Grim player. Or not looking bad, I guess. They're not looking bad. Getting the Maractus, putting it on the Iron Hands. And then they're just going to Maractus again here, it looks like. Okay, but we know the Penny's in hand, so now I'm curious to see how the... I'm curious to see how the Golden Gold player plays it. It has to be just Penny Iron Hands here, right? Like, you don't really have a choice. You have to go now, for sure. Well, they're drawing with Golden Go first, but they could have pennied into it and then drawn an extra card. I think it's just a mistake here. Because I don't think whatever they would draw here would ever change their play. They always have to penny here, so you may as well get the +1 card to work with. It is kind of weird how this game developed, because it's like, well, I guess, like, I don't hate them playing around the Joltik dying like 2 turns ago, and now the opponent, the Grimmsnarl player, did have the boss to kind of make that play less good, for sure. Now, this is an interesting turn, because if you don't bench Genesect or any of the Golden Goes and you get Iono'd, you're not going to be able to find your Golden Goes. So you have to put something in play here, for sure. It seems so... You have to evolve some of the Golden Goes, right? That's so much draw power to not have access to. You can't just pass. Well, dude, now if you get Iono, you're down 2 Golden Go. I feel like that can't be worth it. There's only 1 Frostlass in play as well. Is there really that much damage being built up here? Dude, the Iono hits so hard now. Double Monkey Catcher Dango is looking scary. I mean, you don't want the Iron Hands to live, though, right? No, but can't you actually just KO? You just KO a Gimme Ghoul here, right? You go KO active, KO Gimme Ghoul, and then you play for KO Golden Go, KO Joltik on the next turn, right? Yeah, you can just go 3 prize, 3 prize. Yeah, they're like set up to just win this game at this point now, it feels like. The fail on the Artisan, though, they didn't take the Impidimp there, which is interesting. So maybe they're not going to play for that? Oh, no, but I guess they could go draw 3 here. They could Ursa Luna next turn instead, right? They don't have to use a Grimmsnarl. Back into the Maractus? I guess maybe they're just playing for bear at this point. They're going to go Grimmsnarl for 3 and then go back into the Maractus after that and then just win through... Yeah, I guess they just want to buy time. They don't want to have to go all in for like Candy Grimmsnarl on the following turn. I guess I don't hate that. But they should definitely KO a Gimme Ghoul here for sure. Yeah, they definitely need to just evolve both Gimme Ghouls, I feel like, on that last turn. I feel like both Gimme Ghouls had to be evolved there. And the shield from your Monkey Dory once again. Wait, he's not KOing a Gimme Ghoul though. He's playing for the TM Devo. But I feel like drawing 3 here is so powerful, right? Getting 3 prize cards here, it makes it so easy to win. We're just not taking a Gimme Ghoul KO? It feels like we have to work so much harder, right? The Gimme has 50? No, it's 270s, right? That's just wrong, right? What if your opponent has Galvantula? Wait, what do you mean? To not draw the 1 prize, the card knockout? I mean, the chance that they get the KO here is just so low as well at this point. Oh, it looks like they maybe got it, though. And actually, did they get the out to the evolutions for the Gimme Ghouls? Actually, do you want to evolve them, though? I guess your opponent probably has TM Devo next turn. You probably don't want to evolve them. But last turn would have been good to evolve them because it gets them out of range, right? Well, I mean, the situation's definitely gotten interesting, that's for sure. Now, I guess now you don't evolve the Gimme Ghouls, but you could grab your last Gimme Ghoul and, like, Genesect at this point, I guess? Galvantula OKOs, right? Does he play the Galvantula? Have we seen the Galvantula? I don't know if we've seen it. I guess Grimm can just play for the TM Devo line now as well, right? Yeah, I mean, I think Grimm's got this one pretty much locked up. That's what it feels like for sure. Okay, they get Genesect Gimme Ghoul. You definitely need to bench this Gimme Ghoul. If he has Galvantula, I think Joltik KO was 100% correct. I mean, we still have Frostlass that would damage the Galvantula, and we have double Monkey Dory to be able to kill the Galvantula later. I just think KOing a Gimme Ghoul before it evolves was probably correct to be able to get the 3 prize turn. Get 3 prize cards there, so we can just win by going KO Joltik plus KO Gold and go to win, though. But they didn't want to draw the 3rd prize card. No way he's benching the Jenny. I mean, there's a cactus over there. There's a cactus on the other side for sure. But if you don't bench it and you get Ioto next turn, you could just lose, right? This feels just kind of cooked in general, though. They do have the KO on the active, I think. Yeah, they definitely have the KO on the active here. Oh, no, you can't do that. It won't be a penalty. It won't be a penalty. They are obviously going to Vessel. It'll be fine. I'm surprised he's playing Cactus and not the Yveltal. The Cactus is particularly better in the Golden Go matchup for like the situation that we kind of saw where the damage got put back into play. We just trapped the Genesect again, right? We can now, yeah. Now we can trap the Genesect again. That is like another That is like another reason that just evolving your gimme ghosts or golden ghosts could have been good, because that means you don't have to put Genesect back in play to be able to find your next golden go. Prize penalty? No, it shouldn't be a prize penalty. Japan is less, the penalties are less harsh in Japan. Did Joltik Dingus not have air balloon? No, they do. There's literally 2 air balloons. There's an air balloon on the golden go, and then he's discarding an air balloon with the superior energy retrieval. Air balloon means nothing for his cactus. Oh yeah, air balloon doesn't do anything against the cactus as well. Yeah, it doesn't stop the cactus. Does they give DPL here? They do single prize penalties in Japan. So if anything, it would be a single prize penalty, but I don't think it's going to be any prize penalty here. Okay. Superior for the 4 energy. They still have the vessel they need to play. They have all the energy they need to get the knockout. They just need to go play the vessel now. They have to figure out what they want to vessel away. Okay, draw 2. Another vessel and another superior. Don't need that though. Looks like they're gonna ditch the Pokegear. Oh, the Pokegear for boss? Or potentially Turo seems pretty strong. I don't know if they play a Turo though. They might not. Is it the Arvin? I do think I see a Turo in there. I think they do have a Turo. How does countercatcher work with prize penalty? You don't draw a prize card for a prize penalty. You just have to draw 1 less. So it doesn't activate countercatcher or Iono or anything like that. So if you have 6 prize cards, if you get a double prize penalty, instead of having to draw 6 prize cards, you have to draw 4. But all 6 are still in play. So it doesn't affect the cards. All right, there's a 6. There's the KO. But no 2 prize Pokemon in play on the other side. So the Golden Go player still has to draw 2 prize cards to be able to win the game. And if the well, judges are intervening again. If the Grimmsnarl player has Ursaluna, they have game right here on the next turn. I'm not sure what's wrong. He didn't shuffle. Did he not shuffle? So I don't know. Uninterrupted prize penalty. You don't draw prize cards for your prize penalty. If you have 6 prize cards and you get a prize loss, you just have to draw 1 less prize card. So you'd still have 6 prize cards in play. So if you, yeah, so Iono, if you even have a prize penalty, you just draw for as many prize cards as you have left. Prize penalty means you just draw less prize cards. You don't physically draw the prize cards. You used to draw your prize cards for prize penalties. Like if you got a double prize penalty, your opponent got a double prize penalty against them, you would physically draw the 2 prize cards. But now you just don't draw. You just draw less prize cards to win the game. So countercatcher and stuff in Iono still just interact as they should on the current board state. Interact as if there wasn't a penalty around, basically. Japan timer stops. That's interesting. I mean, that happens everywhere. Whenever there's a judge ruling, the timer stops. Or the timer is reset and more time is added. That's not like a Japan exclusive thing. That happens everywhere. What happens if you didn't shuffle and top deck something? They'd have to. I don't know. I mean, whether he top decks something or not doesn't really matter. He forgot to shuffle his deck, so that would be like a warning at the very least. And for the situation that we've been in already, it wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if he got prize penalty. Okay, so we're not going to Maractus here. We're just chilling. They do win with Grimmsnarl next turn though, out of hand. But the Golden Go player does have Boss KO Impidimp here. But can we pressure a Golden Go enough with Monkey Dories? They have the boss on the Genesect, but didn't promote the Maractus. So they're not Maractusing here. Everyone's forgetting to shuffle their deck here, I guess. $30 more on the Gimme Ghoul. I guess he's just going for the TM Devo threat. I guess it still works though for him, right? Like, the TM Devo threat is still very much alive. So you can just win the game next turn through TM Devo. You could KO the Joltik right now to play around the potential of a Bravery Charm or Galvantula. I was going to go ahead and put on the Gimme Ghoul. Is the TM Devo threat actually still available? I mean, you have the threat of Grimmsnarl as well, I guess. Oh, second Frost Dust is going to come online as well. I feel like this was like played super tedious for no reason from the... Like, this feels like the Grimmsnarl player could have just like played more aggressively and been just fine. I don't know. It feels like the Grimmsnarl player has made themselves work harder than they needed to win this game. So we have Boss KO Morgrim available. But then TM Devo plus double Monkey Dory wins the game on the other side. I think he does have Checkmate basically on board, but it did feel like the more aggressive line was available for the Grimmsnarl player, like where they had like a higher chance of winning. I don't know. It feels like they could have won on their last turn. But I think they also have, like, effectively have Checkmate here as well. Did the judges not notice he didn't shuffle? I mean, yeah, if they had noticed he didn't shuffle, they would have had him shuffle for sure. All right. Yeah, I don't even know if there's a card here that can be drawn to actually give the Golden Go player. Maybe Turo? Maybe Turo would be enough? No, I don't even think Turo's enough here, to be honest. I feel like the 3/3 line guarantees also is the time even enough. The Grimmsnarl player. Oh no, the Grimmsnarl player went first. Actually, there might not be enough time. We'll see. Going into the Poke Gear. Oh, we need to find Turo this turn anyways to move the Genesect to actually take a knockout. Okay, we did find the Turo. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time they have left, to be honest. They don't have a ton of time. 40 seconds. Okay. Turo Genesect. Push the Golden Go. And then we do have the KO here. Evolve as well, 20 seconds. Yeah, the Golden Go player went second. So anyone who's unfamiliar with the Japan turn rules, the rules are they play even turns. So when time expires, the person who went second gets the last turn of the game, basically. Or always has the last turn of the game. Okay, well, it should just be Grimmsnarl dub here, right? We should just win with Grimmsnarl here. And they have a Grimmsnarl, so it's over. Maybe even TM Devo works. TM Devo works with the second Monkey Dory, I guess. All right, all the damage is correct. All they need is a Grimmsnarl, and they win. A Grimmsnarl and a Monkey Dory, actually. They have to use Monkey Dory as well. Sure, Monkey Dory. All right, and he's going to move on to 14-0. How many more rounds did I say we have? 1 or 2? Not too much energy in the deck. They got enough though. They just need the one. They just need the one. Can you just KO Joltik and gimme? Yeah. He just moves 3 over to the Joltik, and then Grimmsnarl KO the active, KO the gimme ghoul. Or the other way around works as well. 15 rounds and then top 16. This is round 14, so there's one more round. One more round of Swiss. All right. Grimmsnarl gets it up. It took a while. I think we definitely just go looking back on the early turns. I just feel like the Golden Goal player should have been tried to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Leaving the Joltik inactive to die for a turn. Maybe it actually was like fine, to be honest.